his vision. So make sure you guys hit him with the favorite. This is the man behind the vision, one which all of us pulled up for. So Johnny, why don't you say hi to the chat and introduce everybody, and tell us about yourself?
Wow, hey, thanks for that great intro and thanks for having me on here. First of all, you give me so much credit, but everyone who was there knows what a huge part, you played. It wouldn't have been really anything the way it was without you, so I can't thank you enough. My name is Brody, but I go by Johnny Blaze on here. I'm a producer and voice actor. I play the guitar, and I just like to make people laugh. Since I was a little kid, I was a class clown, so I try to bring that humor with me through all walks of life, on the app, off the app, and just there's a lot of toxic people. There's a lot of just rude people. So I try to be the change that I want to see. I started doing these projects feeding the homeless, and my friend Big Country introduced me. Well, I already knew Charismatic, I already knew Shar, but he explained to me how she'd been doing this for a long time too, and it was really just humbling to meet you and hear about your story and how people say what they want to say, but I feel like a lot of people don't know. I feel like there'll be a movie about Shar one day because she's really one of a kind,
Thank
and you
you.
inspire me to want to be a better person and brush up. So
I really appreciate that. I really do. I really appreciate that, Johnny. And it's like crazy because it's like, the more I get, the more I come across people and stuff, it's hard to notice everybody. And I feel like when I opened my horizons, and I went on this trip to go meet Johnny, to go meet Big Country, I had no idea that I was going to meet so many amazing people, and to meet somebody who is equally yoked, as Big Country likes to say, was amazing. And it was nice to see somebody who is passionate, about helping out and feeding homeless, and just doing others, just doing things for others that is genuinely from your heart and with no intentions of anything, in return. So I'm looking forward to hearing, the stories behind your tattoos today. And if you guys are just now getting here, my name is Charismatic, and this is a featured promoted show that I do every single week on the app. It's called Behind the Ink, and we're going to talk about the stories and tattoos. So if you guys are interested in being on the show, obviously I always need guests. So please hit me up, Instagram or Behind the Ink 2.0 on Snapchat. So bear with me today. The show is going to be a little out of whack because I don't have my computer. So we're going to have to do it old school. But let me go ahead and pull up some of these tattoos that we got going on here and just get right into the tots. Okay, so let's go to the top. All right, so if you guys are in here, type one in the comments. Type one, type one. Let's keep the chat going. Let's keep. All right, so here we go. The first one you sent in to me, Johnny. Okay, let me get still. Dang, look at the
I
guns
gotta
on
hit.
this
I
guy.
gotta hit the gym. Hey, Peak Level just stepped in here. He's like, hold on, you call that a gun show? But nah, I'm gonna get back in the gym. But no, so my arm, I have a three-part tattoo on my arm. It's really unique. I feel like just like your back, how you just showed us the work you got today, how it's nobody has that combination of tattoos that you have in the world. So
Exactly.
I feel the same way about my arm because I have a three-part tattoo. That's the first part, and that symbol, it's like a combination of two symbols. It's an ancient symbol that basically embodies helping others before yourself, putting others
Wow,
first.
that's
Um,
beautiful.
and yeah, that's how my
That's what
mom
that
lived.
symbol
That's how
means.
my mom has been since I grew up. So I feel like I got that from her.
That's what that symbol
Selflessness.
means, Johnny.
That's what that symbol. Yeah. So it's a combination of two symbols,
Okay.
and one of those symbols stands for that, and the other, it's like it's also like pieces of the wheel of Dharma, which is
Okay.
an ancient Buddhist symbol. So it's like I took the two, and I made it into one.
Okay. I love the color on that. Now, is this all done, or do you have like more color and more shading to go?
So I got that done like 10 years ago, and
Yeah.
I plan to do more work to connect to my forearm and other things. But my artist actually moved. That artist who did that moved to New York.
Okay.
It was a friend of a friend, and he gave me a big discount for that. And he was really cool, But if I'm ever find my way out in New York, maybe I'll continue it. But it's crazy because you'll see as I go on and talk more, I've kind of gotten my tattoos all over the world.
Right. And I love the color on this. And even for a piece that's been done so long ago, the color is still bright and blue. And with your pretty skin tone, you actually have the option of so many different tattoos that most of us can't get because of our own skin tone. So all right, so we'll keep it going. We'll keep it going. We'll go to your other forearm. Tell us about this one. And how old were you when you got that last one?
So the last one, I was 21. That one, I think I was like 19. So it's a
Okay.
little more faded. And that artist lives in LA. That's a friend of mine. So a tattoo that you'll see later on in the show was done by, or so this tattoo was done by someone who's a part of the same group. And he told me I can go back anytime and get it like reshaded, revamped. But I've just kind of been, that's my most painful tattoo. I'll just go out and say it because it was like, it's like thick ink. My left arm is just more sensitive than my right for some reason. The right barely hurts at all. But that one, especially around the armpit, it's just, that was a tough area. But
For sure.
I might go get that redone. It says, so it's backwards. You can't really read it, but it says to each his own. That's my father's favorite quote, and it's just I just think about it like don't follow anyone else. I have another tattoo that kind of has that same idea behind it, but
Is it
don't
supposed to
follow
be
anyone else.
backwards? Is it supposed to be backwards like that, Johnny?
No, it's just because the camera takes pictures
Okay,
backwards, on the
yeah,
phone.
okay, that's what I was thinking about. To each their
I
own.
couldn't
Okay,
figure
I
out how to
see that.
flip it. Yeah,
So wait, it says to each.
teach his own. It should
Oh,
be
his.
teach their own.
I was looking for the T. Okay, to
Yeah.
each his own. Okay, I
It's
like.
his or her own. It's their teach their own. If I could
Okay,
go back, I would have changed that, but it is what
okay,
it is.
all right. So what does that mean to you? What does that mean to you?
So other than being my dad's favorite quote, which is the main reason I got it, it really just from the time that you're a kid, it's easy to as little kids you see babies, toddlers imitate, mimic people, and
Yeah,
once you get old enough to have a mind of your own, there are still people who will blindly follow other ideologies, not really conjure up ideas on their own or you know gather their perception of the world and make their own decisions. So I kind
absolutely.
of feel like it's like just be true to yourself and follow your heart and your soul. We're all individuals. There's no reason to, fake who you are, try to be like somebody else. Just be who you are, really.
Love that. I love that. If you guys are just now getting in here, you guys, this is our first guest, Johnny Blaze, on Behind the Ink. So make sure you guys comment if you guys are relating to the tattoos, or if you guys just want to say, just say something. But make sure the most thing you guys do is to please favorite Johnny Blaze. Thank you so much for taking the time out. So we're just gonna keep the tattoos going, you guys. I really like that. I feel like the more that I get to do this show, it has so many different benefits, and I feel like tattoos tell us so much about a person, and it's so like you can really tell a lot about a person just based on the tattoos that they have and the stories that they have behind them. And I feel like that's such a small quote, but it has such a big meaning, and I love that. And this is another reason why I do this show. So here's another one I got for you, Johnny, on your other arm.
So that's actually
So
the
are
same
all these
arm.
by the same?
This is the same arm. This,
Okay, so
but
that's
it's
just
the
a
other
different
part.
angle.
Yeah. So one kind of leads to the other. So it's a three-part tattoo. This is back to the three-part tattoo. So helping others before ourselves was the first part. This second part, you can see the triangle towards the bottom, towards the elbow. That's a symbol for we reap what we sow, or in other words, karma. So,
Okay.
I feel like if we get off our path, or um, if we don't live the way we know in our heart we're supposed to, karma comes into play, whether it's instant karma or whether you get karma down the road.
Yes.
That's a real thing, and I believe in that. I'm not super religious, so I believe in God and I believe in karma and
Yeah.
principles behind all religions. So that tattoo definitely kind of reminds me of the times I felt the sting of karma, and then
Yes.
it leads up to the top, which makes it the third part, which tells you that that's the principle, that's the symbol for the world principle of redemption. That star on top of the pyramid. So that
Okay.
pyramid and star, it kind of shows you that no matter what you've done in your life or no matter what happens, it's never too late to redeem yourself and to become a better person. And out of everyone that I've met on this app, I feel like you can relate to that most after hearing your story
100%.
and what you've
Yep.
come from, and how you've beyond redeemed yourself and turned your life around in countless ways. So, but yeah, in my life, I feel like there have been multiple times as well I've had to, redemption's played a big role, and you know who I am today. If I had just been continuing on the same path that I had been on in the past, we wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation, and let alone would I be out here trying to help other people besides myself.
And I love that. I love that because it just goes to show that I feel like even as we grow every day and we work harder and harder to make ourselves better and to redeem ourselves, I feel like redeeming is never done. I feel like it's something that we will do until we die. I feel like if we are able to redeem ourselves in multiple different ways, but I feel like it's a constant battle to redeem yourself in better ways, and I love that. I love it's something so simple but packed in such a big tattoo. Welcome, Mr. World. If you guys are just now getting in here, and this is a featured tattoo show that I have on the app every single week. It's just basically where we talk about tattoos and what they mean to you, where you were at in your life when you got those things. So if you guys are just getting in here, please favorite Johnny Blaze. If you guys are interested, at the end, I'm going to open up the box, maybe do we're going to improvise a little bit today. So if you guys have some tattoos you guys want to show off, stick around till the end of the show and we'll put you guys on. So all right, Johnny, so let's go ahead into the next one. So we're these two artists by the same people, right?
No, so oh yeah, so this whole arm was done by the same person, but then this
Okay.
arm was done by my friend Johnny Gutierrez. He
Okay.
lives yeah, he lives or he has a tattoo shop in downtown LA, and
Okay.
he's actually part of the same group that I'll talk to about when you get to another tattoo. It's like there's a plethora of tattoos in one area.
Right. So let's go to the next one then. We wrap this one.
All
All
right,
right. So
so
here's the back of it. Let me just show the back of the one. And then we go off into here.
so that TF that you see, it's kind of like the TGK tattoo that you got.
Yeah.
It stands for those folks, which is a group of my friends who started a lifestyle brand and clothing line. Two of my friends specifically, and brought me a part of it, and took us on a trip to Thailand. 11 of us, so we were just rolling deep through the streets with our Vespas, and
Wow.
just island hopping. We went to like 7 or 8 cities. R.I.P. Murph. He was an investor in our company. He was like the 40-year-old dude when we were all like 25, kind of like our adult of adults, like on the trip, looking out for everyone. And he passed away a couple years ago. So R.I.P. Murph. But yeah, everyone on the trip got that tattoo. And Richard, my friend who started the brand, he said that that's his like in his top 3 favorite ones that he's seen. So that meant a lot to me to hear that from him.
The
Um,
TF.
yeah, the TF. So it stands for
Okay.
those folks.
Okay.
He has a crazy story. His mom, he was born in prison. His mom was in prison, and she was in and out of jail and addicted to drugs. So he's really just been a huge part of different movements. I told you about how I used to do Feed the Homelesses
Yeah.
and Thanksgiving every year. That was with
Okay.
those folks, and that was Richard organized those. So he's always
Okay.
been helping the community in Venice,
Wow.
and he's really been an inspiration to me for a long time. He's a little older than me, but that's my boy.
Okay. All right. So then I see the little character right here, the green eggs and ham. Okay, let's go. What does that mean to you?
Okay, so my first coach that ever like took me under his wing, a basketball coach, his name was Michael. He kind of showed me a lot of like hip hop. Like he showed me like Ice Cube and like Dr. Dre and funny, so like just a lot of he just showed me a lot. He taught me a lot about basketball, life, not chasing girls, which I didn't really listen to that part. He taught me a lot of good life advice, and he was just a huge backbone of my growing up and becoming a better man. And he would always call me Sam I am whenever he'd see me. That's my real name. By the way, my government's blasted now. My name is Sam. So Sam I am, green eggs and ham. And of course, I had to put a quote by the good doctor, Dr. Seuss. And it's kind of small, but I'll read it for you guys. It says, under that green eggs and ham, it says, and this is kind of touches back on this one on the Teach His Own. It says, be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who
Those
matter
who
don't
better don't
mind.
mind. Let's go.
That
I love that.
and that
Now
one
explain
speaks for
to us
itself.
what that means to you. I mean, yeah, but what is that? How does that? What does that mean to you?
So I feel like a lot of the time in my life, I've had a lot of people who believe in me more than myself, which has
Yeah.
helped me push to do things that I never would have done otherwise. But at the same time, I've had a lot of people who doubted me, and who I let their doubt interfere with my confidence and bring me down. And I didn't end up pursuing things that who knows what would have happened if I had. And
100%.
when I got that tattoo done, I think that quote just hit me in a different way. Like I love Dr. Seuss. I would read his books as a kid. Those were like probably the only thing my parents could get me to read when I was young.
Right.
The animations and the funny rhymes, but
Fire.
that one really hit me different. It just hit different, and I kept repeating it to myself, thinking about how much it rang true in different walks of life, not just in that walk, but also just anybody who, whether you're, maybe if someone's, gay or just likes different things or whatever the case may be, caring about how the public will perceive them instead of just being who they are. Oh, I like this way better. Please keep me right here.
Well, he's saying he couldn't, Mister. I made the box better, so try now. You just got to click on his box and put give gift. Go ahead, Johnny.
So yeah, I just think that I can apply it to so many, different walks of life, or not walks of life, but different aspects to my life.
Absolutely.
And overall, it's like I said before I elaborated, it's just be who you are, because
Yeah.
anyone who tries to bring you down for being who you are, that's not anyone you want to have anything to do with your life. And the people who accept you and love you for who you are, that's what's golden, and that's who you got to keep in your circle, period.
So, would you say you've always felt like that? Would you say you've always grew up feeling like that, or would you say that it took you a lot before you actually learned how to truly be yourself?
It's trials and tribulations. I was a class clown. I would always be myself, but then there would be
Yes.
times where someone would bump me off that path, or
Yeah.
clown me or hate on me, or
Yeah. Which is
and
understandable. Make you doubt yourself. Make you doubt your judgment and just yourself.
facts, exactly.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. I feel like if you guys are just now getting here, guys, this is Johnny Blaze, and this is a show I do every single week. I really like what that says. I feel like it's something that a lot of people should live by. And, for somebody who's always been an outcast, it's always because I've always been myself. And, that started from a young age for me. So that's something that I could definitely relate to.
And
Um,
you know more than anyone else. Like think about how many haters you have, but then look, there's
yeah,
183,000 people who fuck with you heavy. Excuse my
yep,
language.
yep,
But it's
yep,
like,
yep,
but
yep,
that tells the whole story. So that goes
yep.
out to anyone out here trying to, whether you're just trying to be yourself in everyday life or whether you're trying to pursue something, you're going to have haters along the way. People are going to doubt you. They're going to hate you for anything. But just remember, there's people on the other spectrum of that. If there's no haters, you're doing something wrong.
100%. And I just kind of feel like, at this point, like nobody really knows like what I've been through or whatever. And, you know, allowing somebody else's judgment or perception to like, get in your head, like that just doesn't work for me. Like it bounces off my skin so tough. And I also know that one thing I do know that no matter how much hatred I've had, it's never outweighed the love and support that I've had. So that right there is like my trump card in my entire life. You know what I'm saying?
That's blessed. I
All
feel that
right, so
100.
let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. We got some more here, Johnny. I love this. I love that we finally get to do this because I've already met you in real life. And I remember you telling me like the stories, but I was in and out of sleep. And it was like, I was telling you, I want to hear it with my people. Like when they hear the story about your tats, that's when I want to hear it. If you guys are still here, make sure you guys type one in the comments. Let me know who's still here, guys. The goal of the show is to keep you guys retained, to keep you guys interested, keep you guys commenting. If you guys have any other suggestions or ideas or just anything you feel could help my show get better, or if you're interested in even being on the show, please let me know. I'm taking all of that. So let's move on to the next one.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so that's actually the very first tattoo I ever got. Wait, let's start with the one to the left because that's my one tattoo that I don't want to call it a mistake, but I feel like it doesn't really fit in with
Yeah.
everything else in my back. And the story behind that one is it says Sanuk, which means I got that one in actually in Thailand. The
Okay.
one that looks like it's in Thai letters, it is. So Sanuk is just like fun and happiness and spreading love and joy anywhere you go. So I like that. I like the meaning behind it. I like what it stands for. But the whole reason I got that tattoo is because I paid a very talented artist that I found on the island of Koh Samui, Thailand. I paid him a nice little deposit to paint out a tattoo that I created. I took this picture of an elephant's eye. I was literally probably 5 feet or less from this elephant. Took a picture. It was an amazing picture. And then I got a picture of some street art that said, "You have eyes, but do you
Ooh.
have them open?" And
Okay.
so what I did was I took those two and put it together into a piece. And I can still go to Koh Samui and have this done. I need to get it done, and I plan to get it done on my rib cage. But excuse me, but my friend who was on the trip talked me out of it. Who's blasted? He's like his neck, his whole body. But he told
Right.
me he's like, dude, you shouldn't get this tattoo here because um we're going to be island hopping, we're going to be in the sun, we're going to be in the water. You can't do those things with new ink. And I knew that in my head, but I'm very
Right.
impulsive, so I was just going to like
Fact.
get it done. And so I tried to buy it, for, like give him even more money to like buy it, but he doesn't give his art to anyone. He's like really
Right.
you know, persistent about that. So I had already given him a deposit. So he said, I can just give you a tattoo. I didn't really know where I wanted to just get a tattoo. So I figured my back's already blasted. And I just had that done there. So I don't know. I feel like that's my one tattoo that I kind of regret, just the placement. But if I get my whole back filled out, which I plan to eventually, maybe it won't
Right.
stand out as much as just like a
It won't.
random arbitrary,
Yeah,
you
it
know,
won't. You can get it filled in, pieced in. I mean,
yeah.
that's why, I'd like to take a second too for all you people who are thinking about getting tatted or whatever. It's something that we touch a lot about in every show. We touch about, people, a lot of people like to travel around the world. They like to get, small tattoos from like one place and small tattoos from the other place. But what happens is when you go to get your sleeves, when you go to get fully blasted in, you now have a bunch of tattoos where you have to try to fit, place, make work. So it's really hard. You know what I'm saying? So I would really recommend, if you guys are going out there just getting small little tattoos, keep them in the same area. Because when you go to fill your body in, for instance, this arm, when I went to go fill my body in, I had all these parts, all these little pieces. Like, when we were doing all this stuff, it was like, okay, Rudy's like, okay, think of a word that you want to put here. We've got this gap open. And so it was like, we just had to piece everything in. Now my back, we're piecing everything in.
Yo, I never noticed. Yo, the back is fire, by the way. If you guys didn't know,
Yeah,
she was literally getting inked all
I
day. I
literally,
battled her like 5 hours ago. She's still in a session up until the show started. I never noticed that Mimi tattoo on your wrist.
yeah, so that was like the first set I got. So fun fact, so I got the Meet Me one, and then I also got the HMD, which stands for Turk, but I also have CMG, which stand for like Char Money Gang, and then I've got my Mike and my Diamond and things like that. So that
Fire.
was because this one was just gonna turn into like my Meet Me sleeve, but I did decide. So as you guys can see, I got my supporters today. I got Truly, I got Raider Rob, Raiders G, Big Country, and just got my supporters on them because people all, I got a lot of pushback. Why would you do that? Why would you get these people? Bottom line is these people have changed my life. They've changed my life, and they are forever to me because they have, like I said, changed my life. So yes, that's what I got today, and I can't wait. I can't wait to get more, and hopefully we add more. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so here we go. So let's go. We got another one. Okay, so how long is now? So you explained only one part of that tattoo.
Okay, so that Sanuk was it's independent of the how long is now. So bring up the picture one more time, please, just so I can. So see how there's a face right under the how long is now. So that's one piece right there. So yeah, you can remove it now.
All
So
right.
so I was in Berlin. I went on a Europe trip with my friends when I was 18. That's my first tattoo, like I said. So I was 18 years old. Um, Four of us traveling through Europe. A So we went from England, Paris, Amsterdam,
Wow.
Prague,
Okay.
Berlin,
Okay.
Barcelona. So in Berlin, which is a crazy city, by the way, I recommend anybody, if you have a chance when you're in Europe, to go to Berlin, go party in Berlin. It's amazing. Even if you don't part, whatever, go have an amazing time in
Right.
Berlin. Great street
Right.
food, great culture, art. So I was out there in Berlin, and me and my friend were coming back late at night. It must have been at like, I say night, but it was probably like 6 a.m., 7 a.m.
Right.
Everyone else had gone back to the hostel. We were staying in this hostel with like 100 beds, men and women, all bunk beds. You know what I mean? So everyone was back at the bunks,
Right.
and me and my friend found ourselves sitting on some lawn chairs at a random just alleyway. And on this
Mhm.
building, little did I know, this was done by a famous graffiti artist named Banksy, who I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of Banksy. So that's a Banksy piece that he did on this wall. You can look it up if you type in on Google, Banksy, how long is now. And I tripped on it for a second. I was like thinking about how many different ways you could interpret how long is now. And the way that I really, if I had one way to explain it, I would say living in the moment, never thinking about the past, dwelling on the past, or stressing about the future, because it's so easy to do both of those things. But if we are present and we live in the present, then we're really living our best life. And so how long is now? It's like now is over every moment. Like now has just ended, but now we're in the now again. And So that's the best way that I'll explain it. But it's open to interpretation, and I definitely talked with my friends about it, and
Okay.
came up with a lot of different explanations. So
All right. Well, I
um,
like that. That's a good idea. I like the way that you get the different ways of interpretation. I feel like that's a good way to you can tell a lot of about a person and the way they interpret things as well. Mm, sorry,
facts. You're good.
getting sick. Okay. Okay, so here we go. So if you guys are just now getting here, this is Behind the Ink, and this is our first guest on Behind the Ink. So please favorite me, favorite Johnny Blaze. If you guys are interested, if you guys have tattoos and you're interested in being on the show, Behind the Ink 2.0 on Snapchat, or you can hit me up on Instagram. So the next one we have for you, Johnny, is this one here.
All right, so that one right there. I told you when I was a kid I wouldn't really read. Man, that one's faded when you zoom in on it like that.
Don't
I got
worry,
that
we're
one
not here
done.
for all
So
that.
it's a funny It's a funny story. I actually know the exact date I got it done, and it was by coincidence. I got it done on the day that Obama was inaugurated. So it was January 20th. Somebody helped me. 2008, 2009. January 20th.
Okay.
That's what I know. It was the day he was inaugurated. So, me and my best friend actually got these matching tattoos because both of our favorite author is Hunter S. Thompson, who's just one of the craziest writers. He just he got me back into reading. R.I.P. Hunter Thompson. He's not alive anymore. But he actually is the one. If you guys have seen the movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas with Johnny Depp, he wrote that book that it's based
Love
on.
that movie.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing. And so he's wrote a lot of things. The Rum Diaries is probably my favorite book by him. The movie didn't do it justice. It's still an entertaining movie, but the book is just so much better. So I'd recommend anyone to read The Rum Diary, um, anything by Hunter S. Thompson. But Gonzo, the fist and the sword that you see, that is his symbol. And at that point, I was kind of living a much more wild life. I've mellowed down. Like you saw me, I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not out here
Yeah.
living crazy. But at that point, I was,
Right.
drinks for breakfast, just really going with the flow, doing whatever came my way.
Been
And yeah, and I still love Hunter Thompson. I'll always love him as a
there.
I'll always love his writing and his just charisma.
Yeah.
But
Hey.
that tattoo, I don't regret it at all. I love it. It tells stories about different times in my life, like I know all of your
Yeah.
tattoos do.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. So I think these were the ones that you sent in. And why do I remember you having some more? I feel like there was some more.
I just think some of my tattoos are pretty big, but that's it. That's all I have. I plan to get more. I have other ideas. You'll probably see me with a TGK one eventually.
Let's
I
go.
haven't
Let's
got
go.
any in 6 years. It's been almost 7 years since I've got any ink done, so I'm
Yeah.
overdue. I was
Yeah.
working jobs with kids, so I was kind of, parents will look at you a certain way, but then they see who I am
Yeah.
in my heart, and they're like, "Oh, we
Yep,
love
I
this
feel
guy."
that. And I think that's something that also needs to be touched upon is that, 10 years ago, so even 15 years ago, people were it was so frowned upon to get tattoos. And like I was talking with Rudy earlier, back in the day when I was a kid, I seen somebody had wrote in here that they had a semicolon tattoo. And back in the day when I was a kid, before all my tattoos, I don't know if you guys can see it that good. Let me see if I can show it, but before I got my tattoos, I don't know if you guys can see, right? Can't really hold it, but you can see here scars. I used to cut all over my arms and shit when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now I found tattoos and just the therapy that they do and just the type of healing. It was like instead of slicing on my wrist, now I can go get a tattoo and I can heal and I can just, process pain. Just the way that was easier without self harming myself. And so I just am a firm believer, and this is why I love this show so much because there's so many shows and there's so many different things that people have been healed from just by getting tattooed. That's something that symbolizes something big in their lives. So thank you so much for being here and just sharing your journey and your story with us and stuff. I really appreciate that. Who's still in here with us? You guys type number one.
I was gonna say, you know,
Oh, oh, got a lot of people in here. Hello. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Well, that was good that that worked out a little bit to where we could actually sit here and usually I do have three guests. So there was some other things that I wanted to do. How many of you guys have until his service comes back? How many of you guys have some tattoos? Maybe just one that I want to incorporate it in the end of the show, maybe where I open up the box to like 4 or 5 people or something, and you guys can all show like your favorite tattoo. You know what I mean? I want to incorporate it like that. But if you guys are interested in being on the show, please, please, please make sure you guys hit me up. Instagram. You don't have to be super blasted, just have a story. Jaw, if you want to head over here, I'm wrapping up the show right now, love. So let's do it. If you guys want to hop in the box, or we can do a date box, and you guys can hop in and show, one of your favorite tattoos, or just maybe it's not your favorite tattoo, but it has a good meaning to you guys. So if you guys want to hop in there and tell me a story about a tattoo, I would love to have you guys on there. I got a question. How long did it take you to hit 100 million? I think it took me less than a year to hit 100 million. I think it took it less than 100 million. I got mine. Okay, so here we go. We got the box opening up. All right. Oh, all right. Hello.
Man, Halen, is that you?
First of all, I call cap. Like, I love the jam, but I'm just saying your fingers were stuck in strum position, and I didn't know if you were really playing. So thank you for tuning into that shredder right now by Sure Shreds a Lot, who was just in the. Is he real? Okay, because he was stuck. I wouldn't have mind having him in for a cameo. Okay, welcome back to the show, Johnny Blaze. It's nice to have you back with us. Welcome.
So no, I just wanted to say I can relate to you so much because both of my arms that I got done, I was in a lot of pain at that point in my life, and I didn't know how to really, so that I think that is it really resonated with me, and I'm sure a lot of other people on here. I know we were just segueing out, but I wanted to give a proper goodbye. Like my phone overheated.
Right,
but
right, 100%.
Thank you so much for having me. And I got nothing but love and praise for you, admiration, and everyone who came to support me in the chat, showed love to me and please favorite Chariismatiic if you don't already have her. Hey, so much love for all you guys. We're nothing without our friends and viewers. So hey, much love. Thank you.
100%, Johnny. Thank you so much. If you guys don't have Johnny Blaze favorite, if you guys, he's really a like real life, good person. Amazing love, welcome. All right, do you need an amp? All right, so we're just kind of showing off the tattoos in the box right now. We're just gonna kind of improvise. I can also take you over here. Let me show you what they got going on here. Since we're at a tattoo shop, let's show some work off. All right, shout out to my tattoo artist right here, getting ready to go in. Say what's up to Behind the Ink, Rudy. Behind the Ink. Okay, it all started. Let's go over here. Can we hover? I'm doing my feature tattoo show on the app. So, all right, let's see what we got working on over here. Sheesh. Okay, can we take a second to look at the souls that are inside of that hourglass? Wow. But not only that, let's turn around to the side. Look at the detail on the hands. Fire. Okay. Yes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work. Man, if this doesn't inspire you guys to go get some tattoos done, I don't know what else would. We've got show you some artwork around here since we've got a little bit of time to kill. Look at this. Hello. Fuego. You know what I'm saying? It's the basics. So many different art. Yeah, Johnny, you did amazing. You did really amazing. So sorry for the unprofessionalism of the show, right? So normally we just usually have like a lot more going on. DNA, welcome. Is it finished, the tattoo show? No, I'm still waiting. How about I'm still waiting. If you guys want to jump in and show off some tattoos, or just tell just a quick story of anything. We still have a little bit of time to kill, guys. 20 minutes left. Welcome, DNA.
Yo, I
Sanders.
to say this. From when I first met you on the app, like for real, from what I saw you were, from what you are now, is insane transformation. I really gotta say it. And everybody, please favorite Chariismatiic. Please hit my nigga Johnny Blaze up. A talented voice actor and a really, really good person in general on the app. He's going for his top badge. So please hit my nigga with a face. I don't have any tattoos or nothing to show, but I just wanted to come in and say that. Because you read my comments earlier. I didn't want you to take it different. I couldn't fit it all into one segment.
You're good.
But I'm impressed. I'm impressed. You know, I'm not. Everybody thinks I'm a goddamn troll on here, but really, will recognize real. And I like to see the transformation. So I'm amazed. Not everybody sets out what they, sets goals and accomplishes them. So I'm impressed.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. It's just nice for people to finally see. It's just nice. It's just nice.
I'm impressed. I'm fucking impressed.
I'm very grateful. I'll tell you, if you guys have any tattoos that you guys want to show off, or just tell us about your tattoos, I open the box up to you guys right now. If you guys have any questions or any ideas of the way that I could make the show better, or just any suggestions, please let me know. Because I'm always looking to improve the content and just make my show better. I know that it's just we kind of had to improvise today, so thanks for being there and just bearing with us. Hey Barry, do you have any tattoos?
Yeah.
What?
I have a tattoo on my arm. I don't know what the fuck it means, but it's in Chinese.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we're gonna add you, Barry, to what not to do while getting tattoos. Did you say you have a tattoo on your arm that you have no idea what it means?
Yeah, that's right. I was 18. No, sorry, 17,
Okay.
and got a tattoo and don't know what the fuck it means.
Can we see it?
Yeah, you can.
All right, guys, gas or trash? Oh, okay. Okay, so 17. So you got that about 2 decades ago. Okay. And you don't even got the slightest idea of what it means? All right, guys. Well, just if you guys have any tattoos that you want to share in the sea monster, you guys are dumb. Oh, okay. If you guys have any tattoos you want to show off, please do so. Okay, do you have any tattoos? Hi.
No, I don't have it.
Oh, okay. Bet. Oh. Get some and then come back. Schedule an appointment, then come back. Is this his first one?
Second one.
Yeah? Yours that one? Yeah. Okay. What's he getting?
I don't know. It's going wild right now.
He's in good hands.
Yeah, I know. Rolling it all right.
Yeah, let me see. Come here. Can we show you? Can we show your tattoos off?
Yeah.
I'm doing a feature show right now. Oh, he said, take your show. We want to see.
My little fat, I gotta lose some weight.
Oh, Rudy did all of this?
Yeah.
Okay, can we show you off? All right, let's check it out.
I gotta take it all off.
Hey.
You're not wearing your tanga, are you?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, let's go. All right. Okay, so let's see. What does it say on the quote? Stay still.
It's in Spanish. They don't understand.
Okay, read it to us in Spanish.
I don't speak Spanish very well.
Yeah.